All right, beautiful. Thank you for joining me for a 75-minute yoga class that I'm calling Ghosh Flow Yoga. We will follow the 26 and 2 sequence of yoga, but add in optional sun salutes and other variations of the 26 asanas. This class is intended to be fun, a little cardiovascular. Your arms might be sore tomorrow. However, it is not intended to be painful, right? So if something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify posture. You can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain, a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. We're going to start with 2 sets of standing pranayama, deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down, look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Use your chin to push your knuckles down. Keep your fingers interlaced up to the webbing, palms face the floor. Exhale, head up. Now use your knuckles to push your head back. Make a tight fist. Squeeze your palms together, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. So at the beginning of class, we're working on neck and shoulder mobility. Chin comes down, you look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. We're also learning to synchronize our breath with your body movement. Slowly exhale, elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. You're working on lung capacity. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath. Elbows up, full lungs. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push and squeeze. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, less dominant grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, stomach in, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back, reach your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels, thighs contracted, glutes contracted, stomach in. Exhale, head up, lock your legs, weight stays in the heels, hips a little forward, abdominal wall engaged, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, so the lower body stays still like a statue, just the neck and arms moving, look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. So just your head drops back. No backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Squeeze your palms, wrists, forearms, elbows together. Inhale, I'll do 2 with you. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale. Elbows touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life when your lungs are totally full. Surprise yourself, take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight white knuckle grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, hips a little forward, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, stomach in. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left. Beyond your flexibility, you're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember that it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you have to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out to your nose. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip a little forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stomach in, big stretch up. And then slowly bend your body to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe through your nose. So you want to go slow in and out of the postures. You're not necessarily waiting till the last second to go into it, right? But you want to go slowly so that you notice if something doesn't feel quite right and you have time to adjust. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, head and arms back. Imagine you're leaning against a wall behind you. Use your grip strength to squeeze your palms together up to the wrists and seal off any gap between your biceps, arms, and ears. Push your right hip a little forward, two hips in line. Left shoulder forward, right rib cage back, two shoulders in line. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day, I'll show you from the side. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. Now bring your arms back, chest up, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up, decompress the spine. Exhale, stomach in, fold forward with a flat back, straight spine, hands to floor. Drop your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing, roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, stretch your spine down. Good. On your next inhale, release the grip from the backs of your legs and lift into a halfway lift. We're going to flow into a little sun salute. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, lean forward, hug your elbows in, and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do Cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling. Drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees instead. Take a child's pose, sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Slowly exhale as you fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, arms down. Let's do that again. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the right, press your hips to the left, breathe through your nose. Use your right hand to pull your left hand to the top right corner of the room, push your left heel into the floor, push your right heel into the floor, push your hips a little further to the left, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle, arms back with the ears, neck long, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe through your nose. Use your left hand to pull your right hand, press your heels into the floor, push your hips to the right, look straight ahead, mouth closed, eyes open, focus forward, inhale, lengthen, exhale, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, second heart opener, keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and take your arms back with your ears. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, now bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch, exhale, fold, lead with your lower ribs all the way down, hands to floor, then drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head, and second set, here we go, bend your knees halfway, you can grab the backs of your calves or your heels from underneath, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. You're never forcing the body, eventually stomach to thighs, chest to knees, nose between the shins, slide your head down your shins, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Good, change, inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor, shoulder width distance, step back into your plank or tabletop, and we'll hold here for a moment. If that chaturanga does not feel good, that's the motion where you lower down and then do a back bend. Skip it, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, lean forward, hug your elbows all the way in and pull yourself down slow with control. Inhale, come up into a back bend. If you're doing up dog, thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, make your arms long, spread your fingers wide, and especially if you're in down dog, root down through your knuckles, your palms, and the space between your index finger and thumb, so that you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, arms down. We're going to do a third set that goes fast. Feet together, arms up. This time, just palms together, only thumbs crossed, no interlacing the fingers. Hips forward, arms back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, without letting the hands come apart, drop to the right, press your hips to the left, palms together, arms with the ears. Change, come on up, stop in the middle, push the palms together, wrist straight, stretch up, drop to the left, stretch to the right, breathe. Change, come on up, keep your eyes open, relax your head back, squeeze your butt, and bring your arms back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch, exhale, fold. Right away, grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Change, inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor. This time you can step or float back. If you float back, you want to land in your chaturanga with your elbows bent. So land with the elbows bent, good, and then slowly lower down. Inhale, come up into your back bend, chest up, shoulders down. Exhale into your down dog or child's pose. If you were doing child's pose, you want to get your hips towards your heels. If you're doing down dog, get your heels to the floor. If your heels don't naturally touch the floor, try taking a wider stance. If you have tight hamstrings here, you can micro bend your knees to take pressure away from the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, heels down, hips up, push the floor away from you. Inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward. Feet between the hands, lengthen, halfway lift. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, root your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, arms down. Beautiful. Next, we're going to do awkward Utkatasana. Step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel like 11s. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, fingers in line with your collarbones. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair, feet flat, spine straight, look forward the whole time. Sit down halfway only and lean your upper body back, stomach in, lift your chin up, chest up. Change, come on up, keep your arms there, push your hips forward, spread your toes wide, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up at the top, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting all the way down. Stop when there's a little bit of a gap between your hips and your heels, so you're never resting, you're always lifting up. Change, slowly come up, knees together, good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Optional sun salute, inhale, arms up, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, you can step or float back. I gotta step forward a little bit more, float back, lower down. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale into your down dog or child's pose. And I'm going to encourage you to do different variations, right? So if you always do down dog, try child's pose. If you always float back, try stepping every once in a while. If you always do plank, right, try tabletop from time to time. Switch it up. On your next inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward, feet between the hands, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your rise, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Beautiful. Second set, awkward. Step your right foot to the right 6 inches, hip width distance. This time you can have your hands at heart center. Pull your pull your abdomen in, lift your chest up, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Option to stay here or take your left elbow to outer right thigh and twist, look up. Option to stay here or reach your right arm up, left arm down. Push the elbow into the knee, turn and twist, hips a little to the left. Good, bring your hands back together at heart center, unwind, other side, taking right elbow to outer left knee, twist, hips to the right. From here, left arm up, right arm down, look for your left thumb, breathe. Good, hands back together, unwind, change, push yourself up, spread your toes wide, lift your heels, stretch up, sit down, and then the second set, rather than leaning back, you can lean forward, which might help you sit down a little bit more. From here, take your arms back, squeeze the shoulder blade scapula together like you have a big beach ball behind you, you're palming the ball, lift your heels up, sit down, change, balance challenge, keep your heels lifted, bring your arms up to parallel, all 5 fingers together, triceps tight, squeeze your knees together, and slowly sit down to a count of 10 in your head. Good. Squeeze your knees together and forward, pull the abdomen in. If you have healthy knees and you want to test balance and control, come up 1 inch and hold. Come up 1 inch and hold. And change. Slowly come up, push the floor away from you. Good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Another sun salute. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale into your down dog or child's pose. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale to your nose. Inhale, look forward, step or float forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up, look up. Eagle pose. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm. Right elbow under left elbow. Cross first at your elbows again if you can at your wrists. Palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down. Bend your knees, sit back and down. Hips into a chair. Stay down there. Lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right leg over left leg. Cross your legs each other. Twist like ropes. Eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Sit back and down, upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Let's do the left side. Swing your left arm under your right arm, pull your elbows down, sit down, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg, left over right, cross, twist, breathe, and squeeze. On this side, knees a little to the left, upper body to the right, wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. Bring the weight back into your heel, sit down. You can fold forward to sit down more, and then lean your upper body back. Good, change feet together, arms up, optional sun salute. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Take a slow inhale to your nose. And a slow exhale to your nose. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, second set, arms and legs at once. Right arm, under left arm, right leg, over left leg. So try it at the same time, right elbow, under left elbow, right hamstring on top of left quadricep. Cross twist, breathe and squeeze. Push your top leg into your bottom leg, push your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, sit back and down, lean back, hold and breathe. Good, change feet together, arms up, last one. Arms and legs at once, left leg over right leg, left arm under right arm. So left arm under right arm, left leg over right leg, the old under over, send red rover over. Right hip a little forward, left shoulder a little forward, press the palms together, straighten the wrists, pull the elbows down, sit down, lean back. Good, change feet together. Inhale your arms over your head. We're gonna do a half sun salute, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. This is a half sun salute. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, arms down. Let's do one more half sun salute. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. This is a great alternative for anyone with neck or shoulder injuries. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. So like I said, there's lots of variations within sun salutes, and there's also those half sun salute options, which are especially good if you have wrist, elbow, or shoulder, or neck injury. Okay. We're done. Okay, let's do it. We will continue. Balancing series, we're gonna flow standing head to knee directly into standing bow to see how the postures kind of interact with one another. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janu Sharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, interlock your 10 fingers, round down, and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and bend your elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, arms straight, bend the right leg, lift your chest up, point your right toes, knees together, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger, left arm up and back, try to move your knees together so your hips are in line. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and when you're ready, slowly charge your body forward, simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time, slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head, so from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, in other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade scapula, stretching away from the body. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard, body down more, leg up more, reach forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, lift your left leg up. Flex your toes back, pull your abdomen in, interlock your 10 fingers, round down, and pick up your left foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Press your big toe down, pull your abdomen in, lock your standing leg, relax your face, and when you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. Notice if your heel is turning in or crossing the center line of your body. Move your left heel a little to the left. Heel forward, toes back. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Notice if the elbows are going out and the shoulders are tensing up, hug your elbows in, roll your shoulders back and down, bring the chest down, elbows down, hold and breathe. Change, arms straight, bend the left leg, lift your chest, point your left toes, knees together. Left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Right arm up and back with your ear. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, lift your chin and shoulders stretch up. Words are hard, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. Take your time. This side might feel different. This posture might feel different from the last time you practiced, right? If you fall out like I did, you just take a breath and then hop back in. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. Foot comes directly over the top of your head, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Reach the right arm forward, kick your left foot away from your body, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. The best way to fall in that posture is forward because it has the easiest solution, which is just to kick harder. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your right foot, concentrate. Ooh, I'm already falling out. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Inhale, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. And if that's easy, maybe start to uninterlace your fingers or even let go. One day knee and head stay touching. Good, change. Slowly come up. Point your right toes, knees together. We're going to do both arms at once. Left arm up, right arm back. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. So in standing head to knee, we rounded the spine, we compressed the abdominal wall, and we flexed the kicking foot. In standing bow, we are bending the spine, stretching the abdominal wall, and pointing the kicking foot. These are complementary postures. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Can you keep your big toe on the floor the whole time? When you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. Heel forward, toes back. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. And again, maybe you start to uninterlace the fingers or even let go of the foot and try to keep your leg in place. Whenever you're ready, slowly come up. Point your left toes, knees together, both arms at once. Right arm up, left arm back. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin and shoulders, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. This is the cardiovascular part of class, made even more intense by doing the postures back to back. Go to your happy place. All you have to do is breathe. Final moments, body down, leg up, reach forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. All right, come to the back of your mat, Tula Dandasana balancing stick. So in the balancing series, we round the spine. We do a big back bend, and then we want to stretch out the spine by having the back nice and long. Feet together, arms up, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, lean back, stretch up. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch. And when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor from the side. Body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back, chest up. Step your left foot forward, move your right hip forward, stretch, and tilt. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you. Shoulder blade, scapula stretching away from the body, chest down, chin forward, leg up, hold and breathe. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, you can try another fun posture called split arm, where we're just like keep coming down. I'll show you from the side. Arms up, palms together, only cross your thumbs. Step your right foot forward like you're going into balancing stick. Lock both legs, stretch, and when you're ready, come down. Once you are parallel to the floor, keep coming down, stomach down, leg up. Split your arms up and back, split your arms apart. That's why it's called split arm. And then lift your left big toe all the way up to the ceiling. Keep your chin away from your chest, get a back bend here, stomach to thigh, but chest stays away from the knee. Change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back, stretch up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and come down. You want to come down slowly with control. Once you're parallel to the floor, split your arms up and back, bring your stomach to your thigh, keep your chin away from the chest, squeeze the shoulders, lift your arms and your right big toe all the way up to the ceiling, one day standing splits. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, optional sun salute, inhale, look up, exhale, fold, inhale, lengthen, exhale, step or float back, keep exhaling, lower down, inhale your back bend, exhale your down dog or child's pose. Take a breath here, slow inhale through your nose, slow exhale through your nose, breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, look forward, you can step or float forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step, arms down parallel to the floor. If you need to pivot in any direction on your mat, you're welcome to do so here. Standing separate legs, stretching, turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. So in the balancing series, we rounded our spine, bent our spine, and then did a flat back posture. We start the separate leg series with another flat back posture, stretching pose. You can grab the outsides of your feet or your heels from behind. If you got a grip, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull, stretch, breathe, lock your knees, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. From here, you're gonna take a smaller step, and this time bring your heels in and your toes out. You can put your hands on your hips for a second. Now, depending on your body proportions, you might want a bigger step than I have. I have a small step for this next posture, but you might want like 2 to 3 feet. This is our Garland Malasana Yogi squat pose. So heels in, toes out, fold forward, hands to floor, bend your knees, and eventually sit down into your Yogi squat. So again, I have a foot, maybe even less than a foot between my heels, but for some folks, you want like 2 to 3 feet between your feet. So just keep that in mind. If your heels are coming off the floor, right, that's really normal. Eventually heels come to the floor, hips down, chest up. If you got that, hands together in prayer, push the elbows into the knees to open the chest even more, hips even more. And if this is easy and your toes are turning out, try pointing your toes forward. So one day the insides of the feet are parallel, never forcing the body. Inhale. Exhale, always reconnecting to your breath. Okay, from here, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up halfway, take a bigger step, point your toes forward so the insides of your feet are parallel, take a bigger step, arms out, change, slowly come up. We're gonna float a triangle Trikonasana. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, left toes in, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your right leg, lunge, sit as low as you can, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Eventually, elbow in front of the knee. If your right thigh bicep is not yet parallel to the floor, maybe just the wrist in front of the knee. You don't want to collapse all the way down, but you also don't want to stay all the way lifted, right? Nice angle between your ankle to the crown of your head. Look up, stretch up, reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, pull your abdomen in, turn and twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg, lunge, sit down low, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Eventually, elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, second set, left toes in, right toes out, 2 heels in line. This time, keep your right leg straight, lean to the right and start to come down. Left arm up, right arm down. Maybe at first you have your hand on your knee, your shin, your ankle, eventually fingertips to the floor in front of your right foot. Reach your left arm up, look up, breathe. Nice inner thigh stretch here. Nice spine twists, great way to lengthen through your spine. Option to stay here in this version of triangle, or you can try bird of paradise. Bend your right leg, lunge, take your right hand in between your legs like you're trying to pat your own butt, and then drape your left hand behind you, eventually hands clasp. If your hands aren't touching, you can also take like a handkerchief or a towel and just hold on to that towel, and it just makes your hands longer. From here, walk your feet back together, shift your weight to your left leg and start to lift up. If you can lift up all the way, point your right toes, kick out, hips forward, shoulders back, breathe. Very nice, bend the right leg, right foot to floor, take a bigger step, undo the bind, take your right fingertips to the floor in front of your right foot, reach your left arm up, straighten your right leg, change, push your right heel into the floor to come up, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line, lean to the left and then come down, right arm up, left arm down. And maybe at first the hand is on the shin or the ankle, right? Try to get your side body, your torso parallel to the ceiling, eventually even left fingertips in front of the left foot. Look up, stretch, hold, and breathe. Option to stay here, try bird of paradise on this side. Bend your left knee, you'll never know until you try. Take your left hand behind you. Maybe pat your own butt, reach your right hand behind you, clasp hands together, walk your feet back together, shift your weight to your right leg and lift up. Point your left toes, kick up, hips forward, chest back, eventually both legs lock. Good, bend your left leg when you're ready, plant your left foot back down on the floor, take a bigger step, undo the bind, left fingertips to floor, right arm up, straighten your left leg, push your left heel into the floor, change, use your core strength to come up, turn your left toes in, both toes point forward, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, standing separate leg head to knee, pick up your toes, pivot to one side of your mat or the back of your mat, turn your back left toes in, push your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, pull your abdomen in, touch your forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe, bring maximum weight to your front foot, right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together, change, round out. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh or chest, arms with ears, head up last. Shift your weight to your heels, pick up your toes, see if you can pivot in one swoop 180 degrees. Wee, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, move your right hip forward, left rib cage back, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down, chin to chest, stomach in, and bend your front leg, touch your exactly forehead and knee together. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe, left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line. This is a compression posture. You're squeezing, compressing your abdominal wall as you round and stretch your spine. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop to the top. Shift your weight to your heels, pick up your toes, pivot forward, take your arms down, and this time if you'd like, you can have hands behind you for a balance challenge. At first, maybe you just like hold hands, but eventually you're gonna start to bring your fingertips together. If you can get your hands in prayer, then see how high you can slide your hands up, palms pressed together. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels. We're gonna do pyramid pose in the second set. Turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward. So rather than rounding your spine, stretch up, chin away from your chest, and fold forward with a flat back, straight spine. Stomach to thigh, chest to knee, maybe chin or nose to shin. Both legs lock the whole time, deep hamstring stretch. Option to stay here or interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, and lift your arms up and forward for a shoulder rinse. Breathe.
If you're doing the shoulder rinse, bring your hands back to your lower back in prayer. Chin away from your chest, pull your abdomen in, look forward, change, come up with a flat back. Ooh, press your heels down as you come up. Okay, let's try the pivot again. Shift your weight to your heels, pick up your toes, see if you can pivot 180 degrees in one swoop. Turn your back toes in. I'm going to show you from the front. Turn your back toes in, uncross your heels. That'll help a lot with balance. Push your right hip forward, stretch up, chin away from your chest, go down. Stick your butt out, stomach to thigh, chest to knee, chin to shin, pyramid pose, interlock fingers, switch the grip, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lift arms up and forward. Can help with balance to keep the weight in the left foot. Bring your hands back to the lower back, hands in prayer, chin away from your chest, stomach in, change. Push your left heel into the floor, right hip forward as you come up. Awesome. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down, second to last sun salute. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or float back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Take a slow inhale to your nose. Slow exhale to your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, step or float forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, arms down. Beautiful. Come to the middle of your mat space for tree pose, Tadasana, the hip opening series. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Heel to costume. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Never force your body. You can bring one or both hands together. And if you'd like to try a half bind, take your right hand out to the right, palm faces the wall behind you, reach behind you, and see if you can catch your right big toe with your right hand. So in Bikram's hip opening series, we have tree pose, toe stand, and wind removing pose. But in the full 84 sequence that the 26 and 2 comes out of, there's a lot of other hip opening postures, including like pigeon pose and stuff like that. We'll play around with some options for those. If you have your hand reached behind you in a bind, bring your hands back together and fold forward. And sometimes just like having your hands on the floor with a micro bend in your standing knee is a really great setup for pigeon pose one day because you're stretching your side seat. Option to stay here or go to toe stand, walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, breathe through your nose, left hand up to the center of your chest, right hand up, palms together, namaskar. That's gravy. Start to slide your foot forward. And eventually you're going to kick your foot out and then pull it back in. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet. Not done that in a while. That was fun. Or you can come up the way you went in. Good. Okay. And change right leg down. Shift your weight to your right leg. Lock your right leg and lift your left leg up. Heel to costume. Let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. You can also try reaching your left hand behind you, catching the foot with the hand. Breathe. Option to stay here or start to fold forward. And again, sometimes just leaning forward will get you that, that hip opener. From here, walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. I'm not going to do that today because of a toe injury. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up. If you got it, kick your left foot forward, point the toes. Pull the left foot back in. Come a ½ inch off your heel. Hands to the floor in front of you. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Awesome. Change left leg down, arms down. Last optional sun salute. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale into your down dog or child's pose. Take a moment just to acknowledge all that you've already accomplished in this class. Good for you. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward, step or float forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, arms down. Good for you. You can honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump. Turn around, lie on your back. We are on the floor for the rest of class. I'm going to adjust our camera angle accordingly. Okay, bring your heels together, let your toes fall open, arms down close to your sides, palms face the ceiling. Eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. You lie down with your limbs close together like this. Your body does not have to work very hard to pump fresh blood and oxygen to the body. It's a truly restorative posture. I've been occasionally reading from a book called, let me find it actually. I read this one earlier today. I've been occasionally reading from a book in class called 365 Daily Meditations for On and Off the Mat, a Year in Hot Yoga. So every day has like a little blurb. It's by a guy named Scott Ginsberg, who's a 26-2 yogi out of New York. And this is November 4th. So I read this earlier today and I really like it. And I think you will know why in a second. Thank yourself for being on the mat. In The Empire Strikes Back, Yoda memorably tells his Jedi apprentice, do or do not, there is no try. The same thing applies in yoga. When you get on the mat, you're either in the posture or you're not. You're either doing the work or you're not. There's no in between. Even if it's only the setup of the pose, that's still yoga. No matter how strong, deep, balanced, graceful, or ridiculous you look in the practice, there's still one thing nobody can take away from you: the feeling of respect for yourself for making the effort. Even after the most pathetic class of the year, you can still walk back into the locker room or your shower with knowledge that you showed up and did it. Not tried it, but did it. Well done, Jedi. And his question that goes along with that are, what are the efforts that are important in your life? What are the efforts that are important in your life? I particularly enjoy this class because we all look kind of ridiculous at some point or another trying these postures, right? Some of them are familiar, some of them are new, or we're just feeling our body in different ways. And that is part of the joy, right? Is to fall out of a posture or learn a new way to fall out of a posture, or just to try something and you try it and you fall and you try it and you fall and then one day you hold it. What a gift, right? But even when you're quote unquote falling or flipping out in a weird way or whatever it is, even on those days that you look ridiculous, as Scott Ginsberg reminds us, right, you're still doing yoga and nobody can take that away from you. Pavana Muktasana, wind removing pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, tuck your chin in a little bit, look down the center line of your body, squeeze and breathe. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. So this is part of the hip opening series, just like tree pose and toe stand. If you could see this posture from a bird's eye view, right, and you just moved your left heel to the right and dropped your left knee down, you would be in tree pose, right? So this is just a little bit of a different hip opener. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class, squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, look down the center line of your body, hold and breathe. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. You're welcome to do second set like we did first set, or as promised, we will try some other fun hip openers that lend themselves to pigeon pose. And if you've never done pigeon pose and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I will show it to you real quick. We don't do pigeon pose in this sequence, but basically in pigeon pose, you're going to slide one foot forward, bring the right leg back. So this is called pigeon pose. Eventually the hips sink down from the side, right? A lot of times our hips are lifted, but eventually the hips are going to sink down. This is called pigeon pose. It lends itself to a lot of fun other postures. And in this sequence, we're going to do some stuff that helps you get into pigeon pose whenever you want. So these are kind of like the gateway postures.
Figure four, supine figure four. Bend your legs so that your feet are on the floor. Keep your left foot on the floor. Lift your right leg off the floor, cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. And from here, lift your left foot off the floor. If you'd like, interlace your 10 fingers behind your left thigh, pull down. This is a great side seat stretch. Again, you're working into that hip flexor that you're going to open in pigeon pose. This is also a really good posture if you have sciatic nerve pain, or if you know someone with sciatica, tell them to do this posture. Change, left foot down, right foot down, other side, supine figure four. Keep your right foot on the floor, lift your left foot off the floor, cross your left ankle shin on top of your right thigh. So if you look down, your legs make a four shape. That's why it's called figure four. From here, lift your right foot off the floor, hug your thighs in towards your abdomen. And again, you can pull down on the backs of your legs to deepen the stretch. So I love 26 and 2 yoga in particular because for example, Pigeon Pose is not accessible to everyone, or Lotus Pose is not accessible to everyone, but we do a lot of the elements in that practice, like with our tree pose, our version of tree pose or toe stand, right? So it's a 26 and 2 in general, I would say, is like a gateway into, like, I always feel like I'm saying gateway drug when I say that, but it's a gateway into other asanas. Change, right foot down, left foot down, happy baby, lift both legs up. This time, feet apart, flex your toes back. For happy baby pose, see if you can grab the outsides of your feet with your hands. So I like to catch the outsides of my feet with my hands that have the elbows inside. If you cannot grab your feet, you can also grab the backs of your legs. And from here, rock back and forth, side to side. So if that yogi squat that we did earlier, Garland Malasana pose, was not accessible to you, like the heels were way off the floor, this is your posture. Maybe as you roll to the right, straighten your right leg, pull back to center, roll to the left, straighten out your left leg, pull back to center, and then come back to center, pull both feet down, hold and breathe. So, if you look at what's going on with your feet right now, right, toes are flexed back. This is a lot like that yogi squat, but you're doing it on your back rather than on your feet. So again, if Malasana Garland pose was difficult for you, do this every day, and eventually the hips start to open up. Change, arms down, eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet us on your abdomen. We don't do as many sit ups in this version of class. So every time you do a sit up, really try to get elbows to floor, forehead to knees, enjoy the stretch. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Exhale, grab your big toes, exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Okay, turn, lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Jangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. We're gonna flow the next postures back to back to back, spine strengthening series. Zip up your legs, lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use your back strength, come up halfway only, elbows stay bent, they make an L, a 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Roll your shoulders back and down, stretch your elbows to your hip bones. Don't forget about your cobra's tail, keep your feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet, hips and hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly, lower down. Locus Shalabhasana, keep your chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side or bring your arms underneath you. One day, pinky fingers touch, hands never overlap. Spread your fingers wide, root down to your knuckles and shoulders. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Lengthen and lift. Change, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Press your hands back, roll forward, shoulders down, lift your leg up. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail. It's a theme. Toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. Come up. Everybody come up. Struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight. Roll forward. Lock your legs. Lift your thighs up. Change slowly. Lower down. Take your arms out to the side for Purna Shalabhasana, full locust. We're just going to take a breath here to reset. Okay, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So nice, like a jumbo jet taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body nose to follow, knees, feet together, lock your legs, lift your arms a little higher, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Dhanurasana floor bow, chin forward, bend your knees, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers, knees, feet together. Squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up to the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Very nice. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. So 26 and 2 yoga comes out of a larger sequence of 84 postures by a guy named Bishnu Ghosh from Calcutta, India. Gently lift your head, look to the left, right ear on your mat. And in 26 and 2 yoga, right, it's very beginner friendly. We do 2 sets of everything. In the 84 asanas, you only do 1 set of everything. And some of the postures are really hard. Or at least they're hard for me. They might be easy for you, but some of them for me are a little intimidating. So this class is designed to honor like the roots of 26 and 2 yoga, Calcutta yoga, Bishnu Ghosh lineage of yoga, while still making it accessible. So in the second set, we will try some other variations of back bends from the 84 sequence, starting with the second set of Cobra. Bring your chin forward, hands flat on the floor below the shoulders. From here, walk your hands back a few more inches so your thumbs are closer to your lower ribs. This time, make your feet about mat width distance, and we're going to try full Cobra. Lock your legs, push your feet down, look up, and lift. Option to stay here with your elbows bent, or spread your fingers wide and try to straighten your arms. Notice if your hips are coming off the floor and the shoulders are tensing up. Shoulders down, hips down. So it's truly the spine working. Option to stay here or drop your head back as far as it goes. Option to stay here or bend your legs and eventually head and toes touch. Good. When you're ready, feet down to the floor. Bend your elbows, slowly lower down. Change. Locus Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position. Bring your arms underneath you. Take a moment here, tuck your toes under, straighten your legs so your knees come off the floor, and then practice pushing your toes back so that you feel your upper body slide forward, almost like your arms are tracks and you're sliding your upper body on the tracks down towards the floor. So eventually we're going to feel that motion in the posture. From here, if you'd like to try a deeper back bend in Locust Pose, keep your chin forward, tuck your toes under, bend your knees so that eventually your knees touch your fingertips. It's a deep back bend, your butt is sticking way up in the air. Keep your left toes tucked under, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. You'll notice that I'm talking normally. The weight is in my shoulders, not my neck. Keep that in mind. See if you can straighten your left leg, knee comes off the floor. Change left knee down, right foot down, bend your right knee towards your right fingertips, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up, shoulders down. So eventually you're going to feel this weight in your shoulders and chest in Locust and class. If you can, straighten your right leg, getting a deeper back bend, change right knee down, left knee down. Couple options for the third part. You can tuck your chin and mouth on your mat and do it with knees, feet together, legs locked. You can try opening your feet from the get-go and coming up more, or you can try, if you have a healthy neck, looking forward the whole time and maybe kicking both feet all the way up to the ceiling, which I have not done in a while. Let's see what happens, right? So if you're scared to try it, go ahead and try it. I'm going to do the same thing. If you look ridiculous, do or do not, there is no try. Here we go. Good, change, slowly lower down. That was fun. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust. Chin forward, arms out to the side. Take a beat here. Inhale to your nose. And exhale to your nose. So eventually, you can almost use momentum in this posture to try another variation of our full Cobra. But instead of using your hands to push up, you're purely going to use your spine strength to push up. Ready? So we're going to try a drill first. What you're going to do is have your arms out to the side, feet mat width distance. Keep your feet on the floor. What you're going to try and do is clap up, almost like you're a cheerleader. So you're going to clap up and eventually feet and hands go back. Keep your feet on the floor. Let's try it.
Arms out to the side. You're going to sweep your arms up and forward, clap out, clap up, look back. Good, slowly lower down. And if you'd like, in the third try, you're going to keep your legs straight, feet on the floor, and see if you can grab your knees, which is always a good time. Ready? Your arms, this time arms make a Y, like YMCA. Lock your legs. I'm laughing because I'm like breathing so hard. Lock your legs, point your toes, keep your feet on the floor, look up and bring your arms back like you're doing the butterfly stroke in reverse. If you have a grip on your knees, keep your knees on the floor, bend your legs, eventually toes and head touch. Ooh, okay, feet back to floor, arms together, change, slowly lower down. Aha, okay, Dhanurasana, floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes. For full floor bow, it's more of a shoulder rotation. You can walk your hands inside so your thumbs are in between your big and second toe. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up and kick into your hands. Option to stay here, or you can try the shoulder rotation. Bend your left elbow out and forward, right elbow out and forward, kick back and up, drop your head back, eventually head and toes touch. If you were in regular bow, slowly lower down. If you were in full bow, you're going to release your left foot from your left hand, put your left hand on the floor in front of you, look forward, and then release your right foot from your right hand on the floor in front of you, look forward, arms down by your side. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, take a breath. Gently lift your head, look to your left, right ear on your mat, breathe. Let those postures go. We're going to keep flowing postures in the fixed firm series. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat for fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana, open your knees and feet. And as you're ready, walk your hands back and eventually sink your hips down between your heels. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows, each other, and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch, never a point of pain. So this is the first of 4 postures called the fixed firm series, where the tops of your feet, ankles, shins, and knees will be fixed firmly on the floor. You can start to see how the postures interact with one another. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last. So that one was a back bend with our feet apart. Now come to the middle of your mat, half tortoise. This time, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. This is a flat back posture, straight spine. Imagine there's a board strapped to your back, stretch up, chin away from your chest, go down, stomach in. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. So after all of those back bends, use half tortoise to decompress the spine. Keep your neck long, arms active, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. So that first posture is a back bend, then we do a flat back posture. Change, slowly come up, arms with your ears, good. Lift your hips up. Open your knees and feet, put your hands on your back. Now knees and feet are apart again. We're going to do a back bend, Malasana. Put your hands on your back, push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, lift your nose and chin, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, breathe. Change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last. Bring your knees and feet back together, hips back down to your heels, rabbit, Satsangasana. Make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, round your spine, forehead to knees, top of the floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lock your arms, lift your shoulders, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up, last. Very nice, turn around. Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Let's do it again. Remember, if you're doing the sit-ups, enjoy it. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Here we go. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, second set, come to the top of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Open your feet. Maybe second set, keep your knees together. If they need to separate, that's totally fine. Put your palms on your soles. Right elbow down, left elbow down. Drop your head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other. If you go into this posture every single time, like you have healthy knees, healthy legs and hips, and you'd like a deeper quad and knee stretch, keep your knees on the floor the whole time. Squeeze your butts and lift your hips so that your butt comes off the floor, and then you'll feel the stretch. You want to do this slowly, lower down. Let's do that 2 more times. Engage your gluteal muscles, lift your hips and pelvis up, keep the knees down. Slowly lower down. Last time, squeeze your tush, lift your hips. And slowly lower down. Good, change. Put your hands on your feet, press yourself up. Come to the middle of your mat. Knees, feet together. In second set, we can try a wide-legged child's pose. So from here, keep your feet together, open your knees, put your hands on the floor, and walk yourself in. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. In half tortoise, we have the palms together and the arms super active. In child's pose, you can have the palms facing down and the arms a little bit more relaxed, but you're still getting that inner thigh and hip stretch. Re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. And change. Hands to the floor, press yourself up. Keep your knees apart, feet together, lift your hips, stand on your knees. Second set, camel. In the second set of camel, you're welcome to put your hands on your back and go back at your own rate, or you can try full camel. I'm gonna adjust my camera angle a little bit here. Hello. Just me making that as awkward as possible. Okay, and from here, you're gonna bring your hands together, heart center, look up towards the ceiling. You're gonna try and high five the ceiling with your right hand, left hand, both hands like you're raising the roof. And from there, you're going to drop your head back and try to high five the wall behind you. Right hand, left hand, both hands like you're playing patty cakes, patty cake, baker's man. And if you got it, go for it. Go back all the way. Hands to the floor, fingers pointing towards your toes. You can keep your arms straight, or for full camel, you're going to bend your elbows, head to toes, eventually grab your heels. Eventually elbows together. Eventually you'll even grab your knees. I was there once, I'll get there again, not today. Okay, from here, hands to the floor again. Lock your arms, lift your chest. If you're in regular Cobra pose, hands to back, push yourself up. If you're in full camel, you're gonna bring your hands together, squeeze your butt and pull yourself out. Good stuff. Stretch up at the top, sink your hips down, arms down, knees, feet together. Option to do rabbit pose like we did in the first set, or we can try some fun shoulder stand stuff on your back. If you're trying shoulder stand, make sure that there's some space behind you because eventually your feet are going to land behind you. Okay, so lying on your back, bend your knees, feet on the floor, walk your hands in underneath your body, palms face down, and then lift your feet up so your legs are straight, toes towards the ceiling. From here, you're just going to start to rock back and forth. And every time you're going to try and lift your hips a little bit higher away from the floor. And when you got a good one, push your hands and shoulders into the floor, keep rolling, and eventually touch your toes to the floor on the other side of your head. If at any point you're unsure of what you're doing, come out of the posture and look at me. Once you are in the posture, you do not want to move your neck. That can hurt the neck. If you are in plow pose and your toes are touching the floor, which takes some mobility, right? Let's take some time. We're going to go into ear pressure pose. Bend your knees outside of your face, so eventually your knees squeeze into your ears. That's why it's called ear pressure pose. And from there, you can grab your heels and pull down for an extra stretch. And this is an awful lot like rabbit pose, but you're on your neck and shoulders rather than your shins. From ear pressure pose, straighten your legs again. Now bring your hands to your lower back, so your palms are pressing into your lower back. Point your toes, lock your legs, and lift your feet up for shoulder stand. Chin to chest. Chin to chest, you want to move the hips forward. Try to lock your legs. Toes towards the sky.
If you're in shoulder stand, we're gonna go back into our plow pose. So bring the feet back overhead, feet to the floor. Bring your hands back to the floor, palms face down. And you're really gonna use your core strength, shoulder strength here. Keep your chin to your chest, slowly roll out of it. See if you can go vertebra by vertebra. So really pressing the palms down, using your arm and core strength. And then slowly lower the feet down. Counter stretch if you've been doing all of that shoulder stand action. Bring your arms back underneath your body, fish pose, bend your elbows, drop your head back. So in shoulder stand, we really tuck our chin to our chest, dropping a lot of prana, life force energy in the throat chakra. I always recommend doing, whenever you're trying shoulder stands, even outside of class, do a fish pose afterwards to release the neck. If you're in fish pose, the coming out of it is a little awkward. You're gonna lift your head, tuck your chin to your chest, bring your arms out, turn around, Savasana. Good for you. It doesn't get easier, you get better. It does not get easier, you get better. Do or do not, there is no try. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Right, so give yourself the credit every time you show up. Janu Sharasana, head to knee pose. First set normal, right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L as in legs. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. You can always bend your right leg, touch the knee and head together, eventually leg straight, eventually leg locked, heel off the floor, elbows down, stomach in. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, no wider, stretch up, turn to your left, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. You want both sides of your back rounding equally the same. So think about right hip and knee down, right shoulder down, right rib cage down, left rib cage up, two shoulders in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out, lock your legs, puff up your chest and fold with a flat back, straight spine, stomach to thighs pulled, chest to knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Change, stay seated, spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right arm close behind you like a second spine, left arm up, bend over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, heel and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand close behind you for balance. You can also reach behind you, catch your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up, bend over, grab your right knee with right hand, inhale, lengthen, exhale, look back, twist. Keep your right knee on the floor, left foot on the floor, point your right toes, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones, shoulders down, chest up. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. You're welcome to do second set just like we did first set, or we can try some other fun variations. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, right leg out, left leg in. Second set, Janu Sharasana. You can open your leg wider to get an inner thigh stretch. Flex your toes back. From here, take your right hand either outside or inside of your thigh, dealer's choice, and reach your left arm overhead. Option to stay here or keep folding forward. Eventually you can catch your foot with one or both hands, elbow on the inside, right rib cage forward, left rib cage back. So now it's a side body stretch rather than a compression pose. Good, change, come on up, left leg out, right leg in. Again, your legs can be wider than 90 degrees to stretch the inner thigh. Flex your toes back, reach your right arm long overhead. Option to stay here or come down. Notice if you're leaning way to the left though, try to keep your right hip, right knee down. Left rib cage forward, roll the right rib cage back, look up and breathe. Let us stretch, change, come on up, keep your left leg out, kick your right leg out, point your toes, flex your toes. If pointing your toes feels good, try that. Flexing your toes feels good, try that. From here, stick your butt out and walk forward. Eventually, you're gonna fold all the way forward, right? So it's the same flat back as in our stretching pose, but with the legs apart. So you're stretching the inner thighs rather than the hamstrings. Change, press yourself up. Okay, bring your feet together. We have a couple options for a spine twist. Option 1, keep your left leg straight, cross your right foot on top of your left thigh. This is half lotus, just like our version of tree pose. You can try lotus pose with your left foot on top of your right foot. Or if this does not feel good for your knees or hips, sit crisscross applesauce instead. From here, take your right hand close behind you like a second spine, reach your left arm up, place your left hand on right thigh. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. If you can balance here, take your right hand off the floor, grab your waistband, or eventually catch your right big toe with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind. If you are in lotus pose, stay here. In pretty much every version of lotus pose, your right foot is on bottom, left foot is on top. If you are in half lotus, let's work out the knees and hips equally. Keep your right leg long, cross your left foot on top. And if you were sitting crisscross applesauce, do the weirdest thing known to man and switch which way you were sitting crisscross applesauce, which is deeply confusing. From there, place your left hand behind you, reach your right arm up, place your right hand on left knee, inhale, stretch up, exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. But it does make you think, right? If you grew up sitting one way crisscross applesauce, like in kindergarten and all that stuff, that knowledge lives in your body. And even as an adult, right, to sit the other way still feels strange. You can keep your left hand behind you or reach behind you, catch your left big toe with your left hand. And yoga is all about doing familiar motions, like just a little bit different, right? That's what we're playing around with here. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist. Good, change, unwind. If you are in lotus pose, try bound lotus. Take your right hand behind you, catch right big toe with right hand, left hand behind you, catch left big toe with left hand. All of the elements for bound lotus are in the 26 and 2 sequence. They're in our standing tree pose, and they're in our Ardha Matsyendrasana, half lord of the fish spine twist at the end of posture. You just put them together right here. Change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. We begin the sequence with a breathing exercise, and we end the sequence with a breathing exercise. This is true in both 26 and 2 and 84 breathing. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat, first set normal. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. You can also sit on your butt. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in Bikram's 26 and 2 sequence, Kapalbhati breathing is done through the mouth. In pretty much every other style of yoga, Kapalbhati is done through the nose. So second set, if you want, we can try that. You're going to inhale and then just rapidly exhale through your mouth as you pull your abdomen in. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. You definitely want to lubricate your throat, especially in cooler, drier months. Sit up tall, inhale, and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around, final Savasana. And close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. And take a slow inhale through your nose. And a slow exhale through your nose. Breathe in and empty out. Do or do not. There is no try.